my name is Crystal, but we're going to start from the beginning. And my name at birth was Genestra, which is spelled Jenestra. Now, if you say it really quickly, it sounds like Jennifer, but it in fact indeed is not. It's Genestra. And I was born Genestra Anne, which I'm a girl, Trower, Trower. Then I got married in 1987 to Dave, and his name was Starowicki at the end. So I became Genestra Anne Starowicki, Starowicki. In 2008, I got divorced. Unfortunately, I had a lot of bad things happen to me, and I wanted to change my name. One was a sexual assault, which happened in 2008. 2008 was a terrible year for me. I lost my child into care. One of my children got cancer. I was sexually assaulted in Chatham, and my flat was repossessed while I was down here. So I changed my name to Crystal Alice Marshall. Still me, still the same person, and I changed it by deed poll in 2009, and that the real certificate is with a bank, my NatWest bank, and I've been told it's in London, so it is genuine, and that's the only names I've been known as, nothing else, and it's all been legitimate, because when you marry you take on your husband's name, and then you're entitled to change your name if you do it properly, which I did. When I went into the library on Saturday, it wasn't a pleasant experience, it never is. I'm treated with uttermost disrespect and disregard. Everybody treats me as if I've got some kind of disease and stays away from me, which I don't mind, because I've been treated that way since I was a little girl, so I'm used to it. It's just as you get older, you get tired of it and think adults would grow up, but they don't. Anyway, there was this book in a diary called the Incest Diary, and for anybody that doesn't know what incest is, it's illegal in Great Britain. I think one of the places where incest is legal is Romania, where Prince Charles has a residence over there. It's sex with a member of the family, so you're not allowed to have sex with your father, your children, or relations, so it's illegal. I have been told you can go to prison for 8 years for it. I found this book actually disturbing. It's £12.99. This writer tells a story that is shocking, but will ring true to many other survivors of abuse. It is very, very bad, so I'm warning you now. I'm going to read part of it. It's very upfront, swear words, and it's just be prepared. I'm finding the chapter. There's 2 excerpts of this I want to read, which I found disturbing. Several years ago, I fell in love with a man named Carl, that's C-A-R-L. At first I thought he was gentle, but another part of me smelt his violence, and he smelled my fear like a dog. He smelled my need for violence, which I didn't recognise that I had. One night he demanded that I tell him that he owned me. His eyes were other. He was angry and I was frightened. But my reaction was not to run away. Sometimes I feel safer when I'm very, very still, barely breathing. My body became aroused. I was exceedingly wet. My body wanted safety. All I wanted to do was have sex with Carl to calm him down, to protect myself. I wanted to have sex with him all night until the sun came up, when I could be protected by the light of day instead. And then the following night I wanted it to happen again. I asked him if he owned me, and he said yes. He told me that my body was made for him to fuck. Obviously, because I've had a relationship with a person called Carl, that disturbed me for quite a while. Basically, it's about a woman that's been having sex with her father since she was about 3, 4, 5 years old, and she's been brought up having sex with her dad and knows nothing else. And in fact, in some parts of this, she writes that she enjoyed it. Going into my father's room while he was taking a nap, he woke up from the sound of the door. He was sleepy. He raised the covers to invite me in. He wasn't hard just then, but a few minutes later he was, after I put my hand on his penis. After I felt it grow and stiffen in my hand. Then he slipped it inside me. I was wet from it hardening in my hands, wet from being under those covers where I felt so disgusted. After we both came, I got up and left. After I had an orgasm, I wanted to be as far away from him as I could. It made me want to disappear, to vanish into the air. I went to do my homework. I was writing a paper on the Renaissance. It's been published by Bloomsbury Circus. Bloomsbury and the Diana logo are trademarks of Bloomsbury Publishing plc. There's a reference to a Harry and a Charles in here as well.